Hi students, welcome to week 3. Hopefully you have gotten more acclimated to your courses this semester and the fall's getting off to a good start. I just wanted to again kind of go over some key points and let you know that it was really a pleasure to read all of your introductions. I looked at every single introduction and responded to everybody. You all had some great goals that you're working on. Some of you are still clarifying those goals and figuring that out for yourself. A lot of you, this is your first try with an online class. Some of you are very familiar with online classes. So we have a great mix of students. A lot of you had some great people that you want to sit down for dinner with. I was really impressed by some people with their dinner choices, some vegans out there. So I was really impressed by all the variety we have in this class, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you even more. Also, week 2, I was reading your discussion boards, and I'm currently reading those, and you have till Tuesday to complete those, Tuesday at 12 noon. So a lot of you had some great goals, again, you're going to work on this semester. A lot of you mentioned that you want to make sure that you're asking questions, that that's an area that maybe you've struggled with in the past, or maybe you've never tried to ask a question to your instructor. And so that's a really common thing that comes up, and I will admit that I was a student who did not ask a lot of questions when I was in school. And I find that ironic because I was the shy student. I was a painfully shy child, and I in college was really shy. I sat in the back or on the side. I hardly ever raised my hand. I never went to office hours to ask questions. I think I did that once in my whole undergrad, which I think is very funny now that I'm an instructor and professor myself, because I think now I'm encouraging students to be active and vocal in class, and yet I never did that. And so I really can relate to all of you who struggle with that. And I always think, why do we think that it's a bad thing to ask questions? Why is that a message that has been instilled in us since we were children, or in elementary school? What told us that it was bad to ask questions? Even now in my profession, I have to ask tons of questions to colleagues, to supervisors, and ask them. Otherwise, I give out wrong information. So it's very important that I ask those questions. So now I'm more comfortable with it. I will share with you that as an undergrad, I did fail a class because I did not ask my instructor how to complete an assignment correctly. And I knew I was confused on the assignment, yet I turned it in, and it was worth a lot in my class. And so I had to repeat the class in the summer because I didn't ask a question to my instructor. And so if you look at my transcript, there was a big F on that because I did not pass that class and had to redo it. So I really hope that that doesn't happen to you, and you all have the courage to just ask those questions. A lot of you have been really great in emailing me questions. I encourage you, whenever you're confused, whenever you have anything that you want clarification on, send me an email. I can quickly answer it. Hopefully I can answer it very quickly. I try to get back to you within 24 hours. So moving on to week 3, I'm going to shrink myself now down to the side. Just to open up week 3 and show you some of the things to be aware of for this week. We're talking about forks in the road. If you were in my class, I would give you a fork to take home, but since we're online, I have a great video for you to watch, a really interesting video. If we click on the overview folder, really important that you read through this very thoroughly, especially the to-do checklist. This is the things that you need to work on this week, and read all of them in depth and start working on those tasks before the weekend comes. Again, if we go back to week 3, I'm just going to highlight some of the various things. Here's our discussion board. Make sure you're reading that. Also, with discussion boards, in order to gain full credit on your discussion boards, not only do you have to respond to this discussion board and put your reply, but you have to respond to another student's post. So that's a very important part of your full points, is to respond to another student's post as well. So not only do you have to answer it, but you have to respond to somebody else. We have a journal that you need to complete. There's a link right here that leads you to a self-assessment. So this has to be done before you complete your journal. So right here it says after you take the assessment, you'll be completing journal number 1 in your textbook, which is on page 12. Remember with the journal assignments that I will not be collecting those every week. You will save your answer on a Word document on your home computer or on a flash drive. Save it. Next week, do journal number 2, save it, and so forth. After you complete 4 journals, I will then require that you send that file to me. But you will not be sending me individual journals on a weekly basis. Okay, so that's very important to know. Focus question. This you will send me on a weekly basis via email. It's just a question. What does success mean to you? When you achieve your greatest success, what will you have? What will you be doing? And what kind of person will you be? Think about that for a few minutes. Ponder on it. Create a response in an email and send that back to me. That's your assignment for focus questions. There's a weekly planner assignment and then a PowerPoint in here in case you wanted to look at some key points from the chapter in a different way. I've also posted a PowerPoint that just focuses on some of the key elements for chapter 1 of the textbook. So those are your tasks. Again, know that in the assignments link, you will also see, again, discussion boards, journals, just information on how to answer those, my grading policy. Here's the weekly planner assignment, and so some more just assignments to be aware of that will stay on track with your weekly tasks. So that's everything to do for week 3. If you have any other questions, feel free to send me an email. Again, I look forward to hearing from you, seeing you. I hope you have a great week. Since this is Labor Day weekend, enjoy tomorrow. Catch up on your assignments. Again, remember that everything's due on Tuesday this week just because it's a holiday. So all your assignments are due by Tuesday at 12 noon. But on a regular basis, everything's due Monday at 12 noon. So hopefully you get some time for rest and relaxation. Okay, I'm signing off and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.